Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today on the Hermitcraft Feed the Beast server, I'm joined in the TeamSpeak by Mr. Slipgator.
Yo, yo, what up?
And by Mr. Hypnotized.
Hey, what's up?
Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I've been thinking a lot about mods lately. I don't know why, just something about playing Feed the Beast has just got mods on my mind.
Well, I don't know why.
Yeah, it can be a little bit scary how monstrous this pack is, but, you know, I think that my imagination will overcome all fear and frighteningness that's in this pack by creating more fear and frighteningness by creating new mod ideas. Wow, this sentence is getting away from me. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I've been thinking about an idea for a mod. You know how sometimes you want to go to bed in the game, not in real life, because nobody ever wants to go to bed in real life because sleep is for terrible people. But what you do is you get in the bed and then nobody else in the server is asleep, or they can't get to their bed because they're underground mining or something. You know, that happens, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
I'm going to end every sentence with, I'm not crazy, right? Because I really worry sometimes. Right? So anyway, I was thinking it'd be great if there was some sort of way that people who were like underground mining or whatever could just do the equivalent of hopping in a bed real quick without, you know, actually having to carry a bed with them or having to deal with...
Pocket bed.
Yeah, essentially a pocket bed. But I was thinking that, you know, it doesn't make sense to just have a pocket bed as an item in Feed the Beast. Like, you know that portable crafting table, like it's called like crafting table on a stick? They had to add the element of the stick because otherwise it wasn't plausible that you would just be able to hold a crafting table at arm's length, you know?
Bed on a stick?
Well, you know...
Everything's better on a stick.
It's better on a stick. But what I was thinking was something to maintain the plausibility of just being able to get in bed anywhere without actually placing a bed. And so what I'm thinking is there's that movie, it's like about all these
people.
Back
to the Future.
Kind of like that. It's got Whoopi Goldberg in it instead of Michael J. Fox, who might have also been in it. It's this movie like about this amazing race or whatever, where these people have to like go and get money by being the first people to get money. I think that was really the whole plot. Was like the first person to the money gets the money. But one of the guys was a narcoleptic, and he would just fall asleep no matter where he was. And so I was thinking like, well, what if in Minecraft you could fall asleep, you know, wherever you are, by being narcoleptic, selectively, narcoleptic. And so then I was thinking, like, sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
Sleeping
pills in Minecraft?
In Minecraft. Because, I mean, if you think about it, there's already plenty of other things in Minecraft that are in the real world. Like, there's bridges. We have bridges in the real world. We have bridges in Minecraft. Trees, yeah, another great example. Grass, dirt. Creepers, exactly. All sorts of things from real world show up in Minecraft. So why not sleeping pills? And the way that they would work is, you know, if everybody else is like in their bed and they're like, Slipgator, how come you're not in bed? You know, you're just down there mining or whatever. You can just take a sleeping pill and your character will just pass out until morning. And hopefully
Hold on, guys. Let me take my sleeping pill.
Exactly. Because right now, what would you have to do? You'd have to log off the server and then log back on.
Yeah.
Right? That's terrible. That takes you out of the experience of the game. What if you forget to log back on?
Yeah, what if you sit there and you get distracted by there's the refrigerator and you go, and then there's pork in there, and you forget what's going on?
Because, you know, pork is something that also exists in the real world in addition to Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yes. So this way, your character just passes out, and unlike the bed, it would work whether or not there were monsters nearby. Although, like, those monsters could still come over and maul you while you are passed out. Unlike the bed, there would not be the option to get out of the bed because you took a sleeping pill, and you really shouldn't do that if you have something to do, like operate heavy machinery or not get killed by monsters or anything.
This sounds like one of those mods that it's not fun.
Well, you know, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Greg Tech, and I just really wanted following that legacy as much as I can. But what I was thinking is, too, here's the best part. So you know how beds change where your spawn is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this would move your spawn to wherever you pass out, right? But because there's no bed there, if you die, it gives you the bed was missing or obstructed message, and then you go back to like the server spawn.
Instant server spawn. I like it.
Yeah, it's like an instant server spawn teleporter too. It's like
quick travel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, would you like to quick travel to heaven because a zombie killed you in your sleep and you don't have a bed now? It's a good thing that they reskinned the server spawn to look like heaven, because, that's where you are, server spawn.
Yeah, what if, they can be habit-forming, though, pills.
Oh, yeah, and especially because your friends will be expecting you to use them. They're like, hey, you're the only one who's not in a bed right now. So you got this peer pressure element. Yeah, it'd be a big thing. And, I've thought about other possible ways to express this, but none of them have the same, I feel, educational moment that the sleeping pills thing has.
I don't know.
Like, for
educational moment that the sleeping pills have.
Yes, because...
Like you learning your lesson about using pills.
Yeah,
because... Like you shouldn't be using
Like you shouldn't use them because they're a terrible idea. The same way you're like, this mod sounds terrible. It's like, yes, because you shouldn't really be taking sleeping pills.
Why don't you just put it in the sleeping pills mod, and then like when they use it, just have them go into anaphylactic shock because they're allergic to the pill medication and they didn't know it?
Wait. There's something here, actually. What if certain Minecraft accounts were randomly allergic to certain foods in the game?
Sounds... It sounds like the worst thing ever.
It could teach you empathy with how other people are allergic to things without knowing it.
Forced empathy.
Forced empathy. Haven't you seen the Saw movies? It's like, we're going to put you in this terrible situation so you experience an emotion that you're too repressed to experience otherwise. Okay, now you just chopped off your own hands in order to get to that point. Yeah, that's what we need more of in this game, clearly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so, I had thought about, you could have, a sleeping bag mod.
See, that's more, PC.
It is, but at the same time, it doesn't solve the technological problem of you moving your spawn when you sleep and then not having a bed there. And and I don't know that I really need to, create negative reinforcement around sleeping in sleeping bags. It's like, whoops, you slept in a sleeping bag, now you're dead, and you went back to server spawn. It seems like a disproportional punishment.
Maybe take all the negative stuff, and then just have the good parts and have it be a sleeping bag.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the thing.
It's fun.
Did you write code, Slipgator? I'm not trying to be patronizing. I'm just curious about this.
I have written it.
Okay.
I'm not currently an active writer of code.
So you get the concept of creating a device that spoofs being a bed to trigger go into sleep, versus something that pretends or persists and pretends to be a bed when the person dies and comes back. Essentially, writing the thing that makes you respawn there would be a second task.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
And so I guess I want to say the minimum viable product here is something that makes you go to sleep so the server can turn night into day. And at the point where it does other things like make you respawn properly, it's just too much labor. I'm not gonna have time for that. That part's not gonna happen either, no matter what. So I might as well teach the kids something.
All right. I think that I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if you have a lot of early adopters. I feel like you may need to work hard to gain traction in the community.
Well, okay, but I mean. So let's talk about the community. I mean, what? How many votes would we need to get this on the server here? If I actually wrote it.
Well, I think one.
I guess I just need to get Hypno to buy it.
Just need Hypno's vote. Yeah, you really.
Okay, so every time someone takes a sleeping pill, Hypno gets I don't know, an IC2 reactor or something.
There you go. That could work.
He's
you
already
might get my vote that way.
This is now teaching the kids how politics works. It's so if we pass this pharmaceutical legislation, we'll allow this nuclear plant to be built in your district, even though it's not safe.
They're gonna learn all about the worst things.
You know, well, because there's plenty of people who want to teach you about the great things, like, you know, simple machines and the alphabet and, like, the different, you know, notes of the, what is it, the pentatonic scale? I was going to say the pentagrammic scale, but that's definitely not it. We're getting back into the darkness here.
Yeah.
But yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know, the tough lessons, the school of hard knocks lessons, you know, some people don't have the stomach to embrace. And, you know, that's why we've got this Feed the Beast After Dark, which I might actually name this episode about sleeping pills.
So, just don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, seriously, don't. It's... You know how the Snowden guy, you know, proved that the government tracks everything you do? Well, don't assume that those records are secure. Those will get out, and every drug you ever take, there'll be a record of it somehow. And, yeah, so no fun. Well, or no fun from drugs. Have fun from other things.
Yep, like Minecraft.
Yeah, like Minecraft.
Stimulating conversation. And the internet.
Yeah, just whatever. I don't know, go paint something. It doesn't have to be Minecraft or the internet. Like, I'm looking at these cinnamon in the game right now, and I'm like, you could go make apple cider. That would be fun. Just whatever.
Those cinnamon things, I don't even know. They are used in some recipes, but it seems like it's like a deep well of recipe making.
Well, according to not enough items, or is it nearly enough items, I've got to process it as a recipe somehow to make ground cinnamon.
Yeah, and then you can make like cinnamon cookies or like cinnamon toast.
Wow.
I said like Canadian toast.
Huh. You know, it's interesting because it shows me the recipe, but nearly enough items doesn't tell me why kids love the cinnamon taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No. I think it's because it's cinnamony. Which is fun to say.
I just figured it was a deficient recipe, but whatever.
Cinnamony.
Cinnamony makes it sound like it's small, but really, its flavor is unparalleled.
Ooh. If you had a mini-me that was cinnamon, it would be a cinnamon-me.
You know, if you wanted an urban cinnamon...
That's really hard to say.
You could get a city cinnamon. This has gotten out of hand.
A city cinnamony?
Yeah, there you go.
Me? City cinnamony.
A city cinnamony. And if it was under the ocean, it would be near the city cinnamony sea anemones.
If your city... If it was an enemy as well. If your city cinnamony enemy... Wow, mind hurt. Words hard. 2, 3, 4. I'm giving up. Moving on.
Yes.
Yes.
Any city cinnamony sea anemone of my enemy is my friend.
Is my frenemy.
Yes. Speaking of, I think we've taken this about as far as it could go, and then just pushed it far enough further that it's time to wrap up the episode. So thank you again, Hypnotized and Slipgator, for joining me tonight. Any final words, Hypno?
Nope. I don't got any final words.
What about you, Slipgator?
Real reality is more real than reality. Keep that in mind, kids.
And keep adventuring.